Thank you, Herman, and in all seriousness, we really do appreciate your willingness to be here today. We've had a number of other presidential candidates join us at the podium. We've had presidents that Mr. Price knows about join us at the podium as well, and we appreciate your willingness to take part in a civil discussion of the chief issues of the day. It might be said that one reason we have more cameras here than might otherwise be the case is because, as you know, a story in Politico today that talks about some accusations of inappropriate behavior when you were at the National Restaurant Association. I understand that you've addressed these allegations in maybe the time since your AEI appearance and your appearance here today. So can you now confirm that these allegations were made and that there was in fact a settlement of any kind, and what more can you tell us about that?
I would be delighted to clear the air. Number one, in all of my over 40 years of business experience, running businesses and corporations, I have never sexually harassed anyone. Number two, while at the Restaurant Association, I was accused of sexual harassment. Falsely accused, I might add. I was falsely accused of sexual harassment, and when the charges were brought, as the leader of the organization, I recused myself and allowed my general counsel and my human resource officer to deal with the situation. And it was concluded after a thorough investigation that it had no basis. As far as a settlement, I am unaware of any sort of settlement. I hope it wasn't for much, because I didn't do anything. But the fact of the matter is, I'm not aware of a settlement that came out of that accusation. Per the article, 2 anonymous sources claiming sexual harassment, we're not going to chase anonymous sources when there's no basis for the accusation. I would draw your attention to the 3 people mentioned near the end of the article that were at the Restaurant Association as past chairman, and incoming chairman of the board, who would have known about this if it had turned out, in fact, to be a charge with some validity, but it was not. And so, as a result, I have never sexually harassed anyone, and those accusations are totally false.
Yeah. So would it be fair to say that you're asking the Restaurant Association to help you further shoot this down to the extent that they might have further records, if indeed there was or there weren't? Obviously, they can look at their records. It might have affected their insurance. They might have had to book, such a payment. Will you be getting back to us in the coming days to verify or shoot it down entirely?
Mark, no, there's nothing to shoot down. And secondly, the policies of the Restaurant Association is not to divulge that information. And so unless they have changed the policies. Remember, I was the chairman of the board. So as far as we're concerned, enough said about the issue. There's nothing else there to dig up.
Okay. Do you think that one of your rivals might have helped to put this out there?
I told you this bullseye on my back has gotten bigger. I have no idea. We have no idea the source of this witch hunt, which is really what it is. We have no idea. We've been busy trying to get my message out.
Okay. Well, I would say that perhaps if you work aggressively to affirm or deny in the coming days, you can move on to that. Obviously, we had to deal with this issue today. We appreciate your willingness to answer the questions here at the podium.